joint, ligament, body around, just to try to figure out what's happening with the structures. So we've got a handful of structures we can test in the knee, ACL, supine. So you will need to know special tests. You will need to know for your board licensure exam. It will give you more information on your practicals. For quizzes, we need to know it. You don't have to know how to do them. All you have to know is Lockman's is for ACL. All right. So, what's that?
Is that another name for the anterior drawer?
Nope, 2 different tests. All right, Lockman's, flex their knee about 25, 35 degrees. You stabilize the femur. What does the ACL do? Stops the tibia from moving forward on the femur. So you stabilize the femur, you come around, grab the tibia, and you pull the tibia forward, and you put stress on that ACL. If that ACL is torn, it just feels like you can keep moving that tibia way back. So if you're ever watching, this happens all the time, if you're ever watching football and you see the docs and trainers come out and they do this, you know, oh no, that's not good. Especially if they do something like this, they do it and they go, that's,
that must
great.
be painful too.
Then you try to trade that guy in fantasy if I'm going to make a quick trade before the news comes out. So that's Lockman's. Anterior drawer, flex their knee here, you stabilize their foot by sitting on it, you grab the tibia, and then you try to pull the tibia forward. You can see he's got a nice firm stop. You can see his whole body keeps coming forward. Like, if it wasn't, the tibia would keep coming. All right, so that's anterior drawer is this one. Lockman's was that first one. Okay? Posterior drawer, same thing, going the other way, testing the PCL, because the PCL does what? Stops the tibia from going posterior. So here to here, pushing it backwards. I will say something you can think about. A lot of people will confuse a torn PCL for a torn ACL. Because what happens when the PCL is torn, the tibia can sag back. And when we test the ACL, it's starting from so far back that you think, wow, look at all this motion, ACL's going. But really, it's just the PCL in the first place that was the problem. If you want to know what a torn PCL feels like, we can go mess with his knee. That's pretty cool. Valgus stress test. I think you might be the 4th person to have a torn PCL that I've seen.
Yeah, that's
My nephew was one of them. MCL. 2 cars?
Yeah, that's what tore my knee. The car hit me.
Twice? Hit you twice? 2 cars hit
One
you.
car hit me and another car hit me.
Which one is the one that tore your PCL?
I'm assuming the one where I was standing and it hit me.
That's a good idea. So valgus stress test, MCL. MCL is on the middle of the knee. So I'm going to stabilize the leg here. I'm going to stabilize the femur. I'm going to crank on the tibia this way, trying to put stress on that MCL. And then LCL is the other way. Cranking on the tibia, stabilizing the femur, trying to put force here. So Barrett stress test, LCL, valgus, MCL. We're going to skip down to McMurray's supine meniscus test. I flex the knee. Where's the meniscus? So I compress the meniscus, so I drive weight into it to compress it. I rotate the tibia, and then I move it to full extension. And then I do the same thing going the other way. So I'm compressing that meniscus, I'm rotating on it, and then I'm moving through it. And if it's a positive test, 1, it would elicit pain. 2, it would elicit like a clunking, like a replicable clunk. Not like a knee, like a joint crack, but maybe a grinding, but a lot of times like a real audible, that wasn't fun
Like
clunk.
getting run over by 2 cars.
Similar to that, yeah. The prone version, go ahead and flip over. Apley's meniscus test. Now, same thing. I'm flexing the knee, I'm putting weight through it, and then I'm going through rotation with it too. And I like to do it at multiple angles, just to try to really see. meniscus is tough because you got to catch the tear. Sometimes it's pretty small, and if I don't catch it here, I think, oh, it's not torn. But if I just flex the knee an extra 10 degrees or extend it an extra 10 degrees, you might catch it. So, Apley's compression here, and like I said, sometimes multiple ones. Go ahead and flip over. So those are the knee special tests quickly.